Oh, mateys, and welcome aboard. I like that one, Nancy. Oh, box wine and cat food. Well, good. I've needed to laugh for quite some time, and that one got me, Nancy. And it reminds me of a story, and we might as well have a few jokes and laughs. Uh, because Holly's not going to be here tonight. However, she did call me a little while ago, and she says, I'll be calling during your live. So you may just hear from her. Oh, she did ask me, says, aren't you coming over to do the live? I said, you said you weren't going to do a live this Saturday. I never said that. Oh, yes, she did. But it doesn't matter. I can't make it over there. I have no brakes on this new truck. And, yeah. Later on, I'll remind you people that I need to come up with a name. I know that some of you came up with a name this morning. I won't be able to review those until tomorrow afternoon. And if you come up with some today, I won't be able to review them till this time tomorrow night. It takes 24 hours for YouTube to go through the chat to see if Mark or Carl or Nancy said something that would get us all kicked off the internet. I think that's why they do it. I have no idea, but it takes 24 hours usually to be able to see the chat. Isn't that right, Charlie Grace? Welcome aboard. Dave, Midwest Picker, is here. Fantastic. This is great. Already got 9 people on board, and we just started. This is excellent. This is excellent. Uh-oh. Carl, what did you say? The bleeding has stopped. Okay. Yeah, Nancy. What? Charlie, you might have to scroll up because It was a good one. It was really a good one. Lance would love it too. Oh, you got, yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yes, we are continuing on. This will be our second episode today, and we are now featuring a different channel than we did last week. And yeah, name your truck lady. Well, I got to have something that goes along with her license plate, because her license plate is going to be Fort 1, not Fart, Fort, F-O-R-T 1, because I transferred the plate from La Fortuna because it's too expensive to buy yet another personalized plate for the new truck, new to me truck. Charlie and whoever else might not have known, Kyle, you might not have known, but La Fortuna finally gave up the ghost as of Thursday night. About 7:30, she died. There's not going to be any fixing her. We'll be taking all the new parts off, and she'll go to the scrapyard. All right, who am I missing here? Fort 1. Name it divorce. That way when you lose the house, the name is already there. I'm not going to lose the house. What do a woman and a bar have in common? Liquor, oh boy. I have an episode that's not titled that, but it's an upcoming episode that I wrote, and I have to get together with BB3, whom you also know as Murder Mystery Haunted History. I'll be getting together with her for installment 2 of, what do we call ourselves? The Captain and Irene. Fortress. I like that, Georgianne. I do. Fortress. Fort 1. Fortress. That may just fly. I don't know. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I do like it. Oh, Justin and Christina, welcome back. They were here just as I was getting off this morning, ending the show. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Yeah. Never mind. Just as we were ending the show, they came on at the noon show today. Sick and insensitive. Okay, Nancy. Lynn Yoki, welcome aboard. I have not mailed out your winnings yet. Even though I was right next door to the post office yesterday, picking up the new truck, right next door to the post office. But your money order and your other paraphernalia, swag, and all that was here at the cottage where La Fortuna is sitting because she is dead. So the stuff is in La Fortuna. So let's hope that Monday. Now, the new truck is not ready to be on the road yet, even though it's legal beagle. The brakes are gone. So Sensei Don is supposed to come tomorrow. He can't come today because it's his Sabbath, or the Lord's Sabbath, as he always corrects me. Anyways, he can't come until Sunday to help me with the brakes. Because I'm going to need brake lines. Those will have to be purchased. I'm going to need brake shoes. And I don't know if I'm going to need a rotor. Haven't examined the one rotor yet. Other than that, it's supposed to be... No, that's not a new mystery channel, Michelle. That's one that's been around for quite a while. BB3 is what her name is, or at least that's what most of us affectionately call her. She's kind of in a different group of people. There's been some offshoots. Some people, we all met one another originally at Blue Wave Odyssey about 3 years ago. And now people have spread out. Now, BB3 and Haunted History, let's see. Uncle Lisa, a lot of times you can find him at BB3's channel, which is Murder Mystery Haunted History. Melanetti, Living Free Zip Codeless, almost always at Murder Mystery Haunted History. And there's a few others that we used to see on a regular basis right here. But now they kind of over there with Nomadic Hippie and yeah. And that's fine, PMS and terrorists, you can negotiate with them. Yeah, rotor cheap. Yeah, it's not hard to replace. It's not hard to do any of those jobs. Brakes are not a hard job. It's sad that so many people, like girls can learn to do brakes. I know girls who know how to do their own brakes. It's not a big deal. And once you've done one set, you'll always know how. Okay. Sometimes you can have a little problem with the calipers, and that can be a little problematic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is great. We got some funny jokes going here. Michelle is door dashing. Good for you, hon. Hope you make tons of money. Well, she'll still be listening in. Waiting for Amazon Prime Day to buy the solar. Oh, cool. Yeah, Prime Day is coming up. You might check with Roy. He's ready to. He's probably waiting for Amazon Prime Day to buy, several miles of 100-foot extension cords so that he can plug, or actually he wants to form a power cooperative with the city of Quartzsite, Arizona. He's got enough solar now where he's at that he can sell power to Quartzsite, Arizona. And I think he hurt his back doing all that work. What's the difference? Oh, yeah, okay, I got that. What do men and floor tiles have in common? Oh, if laid properly the first time, you can walk over them for life. Oh, my God. Good one. Oh, my goodness. If you want to see slavery in action, Amazon Prime Day is pretty darn close. Mandatory overtime, etc., and a cheap box lunch. Oh, my goodness. It used to be BB3, Lynn. Yeah. She used to have her channel used to be BB3. There might have been something else with because she would do makeup reviews, different types of makeup. That was her original shtick. And now she does gaming and murder mystery stuff. For instance, I need to send her information on a murder that happened here. Well, it's not a mystery. They did catch the person. It was a mystery for a few days. I need to send her that anyways, because it was quite the story in the Sparta area. There was a murder that involved a beheading. Yeah. See, Michelle Leonardo knows how to bleed brake lines. That's something we'll be doing tomorrow, too. And Georgianne knows. I kind of thought maybe Georgianne would know. That's good. Oh. Timber plank, some days. Oh, my goodness. No, it's not BB3 anyways. It's Murder, Mystery, Haunted History. Oh, my God. Good one, Mark. Oh. All right. I will start out the show here for a minute with this one. There's these two guys. And, okay, you can put an ethnicity to them if you like. I heard it as these were two Polish guys. This is the original. But anyways, one of the guys was quite bold. He was very bold, straightforward, to the point. And his friend was a little bit meek. But he really looked up to his older friend. We'll call him Charles. And Louis was the younger guy. So yeah, Charles and Louis. Now Charles, as I said, was bold, and he would get on the bus. He would wait for a lovely lady and let her go on the bus steps first, and he'd follow right up behind her, and he would basically whisper behind her, "Tickle your ass with a feather?" And she'd turn around and say, "What?" He says, "Particularly nasty weather." Now Louis, he would witness this on a daily basis, and he's always just marveled, how do you get away with saying that? And Charlie would just say, hey, one of these days I'm going to come up behind her and I'm going to say that, and she's going to turn around and say, sure. And I'll get lucky. And Louis going, oh my goodness. Okay, so now remember, Charles would use the line, tickle your ass with a feather, as a question, and the lady would turn around and go, what? And he would say, particularly nasty weather. Okay, now Louis, he decided he wanted to try that because, he's a guy, he wants to get laid like any other guy. And he realizes he's just got to get over this meekness and just do it, and Charlie's encouraging him. So he starts out, he's looking in the mirror and he's, forcing himself. He's going, tickle your ass with a feather, particularly nasty weather. And he just keeps repeating it till he knows that he can do it. He's going to be able to walk up behind a lady on a bus when they're getting ready to pay their fare, and he's going to do it. He's convinced. And so finally the day comes, and he gets up on the bus behind this beautiful woman, and he says, tickle your ass with a feather. She turns around and says, what did you say, young man? He says, it looks like rain. Okay. Okay, pretty enough to put on the fridge. Okay. Hey, Justin, Christina, I hope you weren't put off by the jokes. Oh, my goodness. Cold cases because of DNA analysis. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. I sometimes enjoy watching those shows. I don't have a TV. Well, I do, but I'm not watching it. Anything I do is usually on the computer. I know I can stream the computer to the television and make my own choices, but I just haven't. When I've been to a point in time where it's time I could sit down and watch television, I do have one. I got 2 of them. I just haven't. I just haven't. Never seen a glossy ibis in person, but they exist. Okay. Really? Huh. I did not know that, Mark. I'll have to check that out. That would not be, that's not good. I know Dawn was having a few health issues about a year ago. I hope she's okay. Kobe, welcome aboard. Good to see you. I have not had a chance to watch any of your videos because I try to click on your name. Well, what I need to do is have you make a comment, even here, after the show, or on any one of my videos. And I got to remember to go to one of those videos, find you, and then click on you to be able to go to your channel. I can't do it from chat. But when I type in live in the dream, like Nate told people the other day, it's hard to find you. I did once doing it that way, but it was a miracle, I think, because I haven't been able to find you since doing it that way. So I got to remember to go to one of my videos that you may have made a comment on. Then I can go watch the latest videos that you put out, because Nate said, or you told Nate that you were going to be putting out some of our trip up there to the pictured rocks and the log slide. Yeah, I want to watch them. A new video right now premieres at 6 p.m. Well, that was 19 minutes ago. 6 p.m. when? Tomorrow or? Okay. No interception. Okay. Nancy's nagging about something. Ha! All right. Same problems with Kobe's Travels. I think changing the name of the channel didn't help with that. Yeah. I don't know. Central Time. Okay, so I'll most likely still be on, but I'll definitely watch the replay. I need to give Lynn a wrench, and I forgot to do that. I was supposed to do that. I can't do it until, I can't do it instantly. I have to do it basically almost offline. I have to rewatch, for instance, this show. I have to make sure that I find you in chat. Then I can click those three little deals at the left-hand edge. So I'm on StreamYard right now, so there are no three little dots, if you will, to the far right of your name. I do not have that. But YouTube does have it. Linda, you're not late. Well, you are a little bit, but no biggie. You kind of missed the stupid joke I told. You can get it on the replay. There. Yeah, we started out with a bang tonight. Mark kind of led the procession, but Nancy was right in there. Boy, howdy was Nancy. Nancy's loaded for bear. Diane, okay. Oh, bitter. Bitter, I'll bet is what the name, not better. Bitter, yeah. Oh, boy. Well, Linda, you're going to... I don't know if you can make him behave or not. It's all right. He'll behave. Mark's behaving for a minute. Papa Drew hasn't showed up yet unless he's lurking. Oh. Anyways, welcome aboard, Diane. I'm sorry I didn't properly greet you. Oh, it is called Better Bachelors. I didn't know there was such a real thing. Better Bachelors. I'll write it down. I know you're referring Carl to it, but I'm kind of curious now. What's it about? Is it like three men? Or whatever that show is with Charlie Sheen and what was that called? Three men. I don't know. Can't remember. The Joker lays it down. Oh, it's a YouTube channel. All right. YouTube. I thought it was a television show. I will give it a look. Maybe later tonight. Right? I've been trying to do more research. Surprisingly, not on vehicle repair anymore, because we all know that La Fortuna has bit the big one, and she's beyond my knowledge of repairing to a certain point. Let's put it this way. It costs a lot to rebuild the engine, and it's a 98, and it's all rusted out, and pretty much what we do here in Michigan, when they get to that point, we take the good stuff off of them and we scrap them. So that's what's happening with La Fortuna. And I have a feeling that Serendipity is going to follow right behind her. I think I've graduated from Dodge repair, I hope. Why did the snowman suddenly smile? He could see the snowblower. Frosty the Snowman. Okay. Okay, Michelle, Diane, everybody's saying hi to everybody. Apart for the rig. Trucks or Ford dealership can't find my van, which is a lie. They don't want to make money. Well, I would avoid dealerships if at all possible. There's got to be different resources. How about, okay, so I'm thinking you have a Class C. So it's a Ford chassis with your camper mounted on the flatbed per se, or not flatbed, but framework. Oh, man. And of course, whoever manufactured the living quarters that's mounted on your Ford chassis, they can't help you much. I mean, you could try, but you probably already have. Ken came in a different box. Yeah, I remember that one. I don't know. I'd almost keep putting in your VIN number and then maybe try different, you know. I don't know. What part is it that you're looking for? A face for radio and a voice for print. He calls it honest. Oh, okay. A Ford E350 V10. Oh, it's a V10. Okay. Oh my. V10s. Mark is being watched. And we're waiting on Holly to call us. It's time to change the background. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let's see what we got. You know, Nancy Adams, I was teasing her the other night. What are you doing in my living room, Nancy? She was very helpful to me with information on a collaboration scam that I almost got roped into. Thank God I didn't click on the link. That would have been disastrous. Something in the back of my mind told me that something's too good to be true. And basically, Nancy Adams, Thin Blue Lane, she verified that notion for me that there are scammers out there. If you're a creator, you want to be wary. If somebody sends you solicitation to collaborate with you, make sure you check them out thoroughly before you do any contract signing. I just plugged in the Lucy light. Let's see if we can get a little bit better lighting here. Whoa, it's a little bright. Different color. Yeah. Now can we tone it down a little? Right there. I think that's about as good as she's going to write. I'm still looking a little red, but I am quite a bit more tan. I've been wearing my my mini kilts for the last couple days. Try again? Okay. Anyways, my mini kilt has worked out quite well because I'm wearing my well, you've seen them. My little all right. Can you see me? No, you can't. It's too far away. Or too, I don't know, too what? Okay, this is a kilt. Very short. Almost as short as my Daisy Dukes. But these are my little pirate duckies. They're little pirates. Rubber duckies with pirates' hats and scarves and that kind of thing. And so, because they look more like a bathing suit. Well, that's what I've been wearing wherever I go. My kilt with my quote unquote bathing suit underneath. Wondering why it's called a green screen. Well, for one thing, it's green. Now, why is it that, it's kind of interesting. How did they ever figure out the technology with photography by using a green screen that, you can do a lot of trick photography with a green screen? I'm sure you've done some research already, but green screens are fun. Now, I have a blue screen. It doesn't seem to work as well, but perhaps it's because of the lighting. One of the biggest tricks, AccuWeather, heavy rain sweeps away vehicles. I don't know where this is, but yeah, I can see these cars getting washed away in a street flood. Yeah, well, I didn't know you had left the room, Georgianne. I just did it for you. Well, it's not new, Linda. I've had these little ducky underwear for quite some time. Maybe you weren't here the day I was showing them off. That was, I don't know, months ago. I wasn't stripping. I was just showing off my underwear. But yeah, the kilt is very comfortable. And what I like about it is that I can hitch up my bathing trunks are actually longer than the kilt, but I can at least fold up the little duckies up closer to my groin, my crotch, and I can pull the kilt back easily enough, and I can get a better tan. Now, let me tell you, this is a true story. This morning, I made coffee. This is at 4:30 in the morning. And yes, I sleep in the buff. And I crawl back in bed, and instead of going to sleep, I got on the computer and started going, oh yeah, I gotta get these thumbnails, and I gotta get this background shots. Yeah, I gotta, get prepared for the live stream at noon. And so I started messing around with that. And then I heard the coffee. Well, I didn't hear the coffee. After about 10 minutes, I knew there'd be coffee. So I got up and got the coffee, and then I got back into bed. And then once again, I propped myself up, with a couple pillows behind me, and I got the computer to my left. And I reached over to the nightstand, and I picked up my coffee, and I brought it over to tuck it between my thigh. And I got some pillows and other stuff sitting there on the right-hand side of the mattress. And there, I'm always comfortable there. And that's where it sits. And, I'm right-handed, so it makes sense. Rather than reaching across the computer all the time to drag my coffee cup, this coffee cup right here. And, yeah, anyways. I decided that I needed to get an ink pen. So I reached across to get into the drawer of the nightstand to get an ink pen. And the coffee cup tipped over. Yeah, my ass is burned. Now, had I had a tan, like I like to have a tan, I'm an all-over tan kind of guy, although it's hard to get away with nude sunbathing around here. I would not even felt the coffee, because I could pour coffee on myself right now, and you want me to prove it? This coffee is warm. Doesn't bother me. It's hot coffee. Not hot that it's going to scorch your mouth, but it's hot. Well, this morning's coffee was hotter. But now all I did was get wet. It didn't burn me at all. It didn't hurt. Nothing. But now, if I had the tan, like I've been talking about getting a tan, it wouldn't have even bothered me other than piss me off that my bed's wet now. Jack needs supervision. Come on. There's a lot of people that sleep nude. It's better for you. Look it up. You're not Irish or Scottish. Ugly legs with scars, built for work and walking. And let's face it, does anyone really need to see that? Hey, no, I'm not auditioning for Chippendales. However, stripping on the live stream is new. I wasn't stripping. Come on. Are you guys picking on me? All right. But seriously, look it up. Sleeping in the nude is good for you. I don't care if it's good for anybody else or not. It's good for you. Look it up. Certainly more comfortable. It's certainly, I don't know, a sense of freedom, perhaps. And it doesn't matter to me what time of year it is. A lot of times I'll sleep with the window open in the fall, and in early spring I'll have the window open. Fresh air. I love fresh air. Now, when it gets to be 15 degrees outside, yeah, the window's closed. I'm done with the cold air at that point in time. However, I do leave my bedroom door shut in the wintertime because then it doesn't get as warm in my bedroom as the rest of the house does. Now, it's going to be different this year because I do not have Holly here. So I can close off ductwork in the rooms that she never used anything more for storage anyways, but she wouldn't allow me to go in those rooms because that's my stuff. You stay away from it. She's even got locks on the one door in the back, the other bedroom. Anyway. And it won't really matter because I won't be here in the winter anyways, if I have my thing about it. Why wouldn't it not be better for the bedding? Most nights I shower before I crawl in bed. Yeah, I never get those very well tanned, Jordan. The boys. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, Nancy. That was a true story. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of embarrassed, but then she didn't really care. I mean, Shanna's an all open-minded lady, whatever. Nothing she hadn't seen before, let's put it that way. In the local park, yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh, Diane. Oh, that's good. Yeah, the benches give you grooves. Yeah. Yeah, I don't care about sleeping on park benches. That doesn't. I'd rather sleep on the ground. Cement, no. Nah, cement's a little too firm. Park benches are rather firm too. I missed basically what Diane might have said too. It's sad to scroll way up. Okay, I'm Irish. I don't have any of the actual real kilts, although I've wanted to order one last year and I did not get it. They have what they call utility kilts. And they have, pockets, scabbard, various accoutrements built into the kilt. I wouldn't doubt that you can get some with a holster just underneath, you know. All right, I'm all the way back up to the Coachman Ford chassis V10. And I'm not seeing what Diane said. Well, I'm sure it was great. Mowed 10 acres on his riding mower nude. He fried everything. Oh my gosh. You know, you got to do it a little bit at a time. In the springtime, I start out with 10 minutes. And then I get out of the sun or dress. You know, it depends on how early it is, you know. And when it comes to your privates and the parts that hardly ever get any sun, I'd cut that back to 5 minutes for total nude sunbathing. 5 minutes per side, and then you better get your ass dressed. And then tomorrow, or whatever the next day that you're going to have an opportunity, you hope, another 5 per side. You can gradually increase that, but if it's too far apart, you're going to lose that tan. So it's got to be kind of consistent and more or less on a schedule. And then if you get to that point where you've got the all over good tan, have at it. You'll be fine. Yeah, there'll be some times when you're a little burned. Burned is good. And I realize some of you people are going to adamantly disagree with me. Okay, if you are fair-skinned, you got to be super careful. I would not recommend it for fair-skinned. For fair-skinned people, I would not recommend it. I'm talking about sunbathing, all natural. For me, it's fine. I'm good. If you want to sleep nude, that's up to you. All right. Oh, that just reminded me. I got 5 minutes. I'm going to have to check on my dinner. I am using the gas oven because I cannot get, I have 2 microwaves. One is one I picked up as, well, actually both of them I picked up as scrap, come to think of it. The LG, I've been using that for a couple years in the motorhome. Works fine. But I brought it in the house because there isn't one in the house because Holly moved out. So I brought the one in from the motorhome to use it here in the kitchen, and I used it, and it worked just fine. It was wonderful. And then Don decided to cook a burrito in it the next day, and it hasn't worked since. I had a little time this afternoon. I got online. I did all the troubleshooting. It's beyond repair, it looks like. Something blew out. Yeah, you were getting a little burn, Colby. Yeah, you definitely were. For being out there as long as we were, and you with no shirt on, especially, probably you felt some burn there too on your body. But yeah, you probably, I'd say you had some burn on your face. But usually your face will not stay burned. It'll turn tan quickly because your face is exposed year round. You know, when we get here in the lower peninsula, we get a sunny day in the winter, I start to turn tan on my face and my hands, you know. I started the oven at 5 minutes till 6. And the instructions say let it go 55 minutes. So I set it for 55. What I'm just concerned is I don't know if the oven stops itself. I've never used this oven. Holly used it a few times, but I have never used it. It still looks brand new in there, actually. I open up the broiler and like, good grief, I'm going to have to get a few cobwebs out of there before they catch fire. What's a todger? A todger. A todger. Does it have something to do with a tired old Dodge? The opposite of toddler? A man in his second childhood. He's an old, I don't know, just guessing. Yeah, because you got the water around you now. Diane, there was once in my life I used copper tone tanning lotion. Well, I was maybe 17, 18, wanting to impress the girls with a really good tan. It didn't really do anything for me. Plus, I like to swim. If I'm at the beach in warm weather, I'm in the water. I like to go swimming. You have to be careful, of course. If there's red flags flying, don't go in. We have rip tides or rip currents on the Great Lakes. And yeah, people have died. There you go, Kobe. Yeah, British term for a penis. Oh, really? But okay, I missed something else then. A burnt todger isn't funny, but applying after sun can be. Okay. I don't know. How did we get on this subject? Did I start it because I'm wearing my kilt? One of my kilts, my mini kilts. Hey, these mini kilts were accidental. I was trying to make Daisy Duke shorts. And whoops. Cut the crotch right out. Yeah, I think you're right, Diane. That was a new one on me, though. I've never heard that term. I thought Nancy was telling a joke. What's a todger? I didn't realize she was talking to Mark. Okay, last good joke. How do you know when a woman is listening to you when you are discussing important things? Answer: weighted woman listening. Incredible is again a sun speed dial. Take a video. Okay. All right. The women bashing jokes. Are they over with yet? Are we done? How about if we switch to ethnic jokes? Blondes and brunettes. Something. All right. Let's see. Let's go with a different background. Here's one I really like. This one will probably give it away, though. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Carl. Yeah, probably we have had enough. All right, I'm kind of keeping an ear out to see if the oven will beep. It did beep. I did the preheat to 375. I'm trying to warm up one of those frozen, what is it called? It's chicken Alfredo. It's pre-made. It's not Banquet, but it's another brand that competes with Banquet, Mariana's, or some other brand. It was cheaper than Banquet, so I bought it. It was not only cheaper than Banquet, it was on sale. So another reason I bought it. In fact, I bought two. Was the Scotsman wear underneath his coat. On good days, a touch of lipstick. Oh, boy, Mark, I like that one. there has been photos, of Scotsmen, true to form. Underwear is not worn under a kilt. Leggings can be worn. In other words, pantyhose. Those are allowed. It can get cold in the Highlands. Well, other than that, it's not traditional to wear any type of loincloth or anything else under your kilt. And I don't. I wear bathing trunks. But I wouldn't if I didn't have to. Now, Georgianne wants me to check the oven. I still got 5 minutes on the clock here. I'm not smelling anything burning. Whatever it is, I can smell the macaroni. Yeah, it smells good. Okay. Yeah, I started it at 5:02, and I think I set it for 55 minutes. So technically, if the clock is working right, it should be straight up 7 o'clock when the timer should go off and the oven starts cooling down. And no, I don't smell any gas of any kind. Hermits, yeah. Well, now, what about trolls, Carl? What about trolls? I can't remember this one's name. But yes, this troll has a name. I wouldn't doubt that Linda Barker's probably about to guess the channel. And of course, Kobe knows that I'm a troll. And yeah, anybody that lives south of the Mackinac Bridge is considered a troll. Anybody north of the Mackinac Bridge is a Youper. Trolls eat people, hermits do not. Well, thank you, Carl. I knew that and had forgotten it. I've never had to encounter a real troll, more or less. You know what? The oven is beeping. I hear it. Now, I suppose I should go check it. Get the oven. Okay, Georgianne, I will. I promise. Linda, Georgianne, just don't stress. I'm going to go check on the oven. Okay, that worked out. The oven is off, and by the time we are done with the show by about 8 o'clock, it should be just about the perfect temperature to eat. And if it's cooled off, at least it's unthawed. It's not frozen anymore. And we won't have to listen to the beeper. The stove has shut down like it's supposed to per the timer. But hey, like I say, this is the first time I've used it. You can't see it. Hey, let me put you on speakerphone. Perfect timing. Linda says she likes mac and cheese with a little crust on it. Hang on, let me put you on speaker.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. It's Holly by Golly. Even though I can't be there, I got a joke for you. A customer in a pharmacy yelled at one of the technicians before storming out. Another customer asked the technician if everything was all right. Sure, said the tech. You have to understand, most of our customers are on drugs.
I like that one. Ringo. All right, Ringo. Kyle's saying hi. Nancy is shouting.
Hi.
Nancy's shouting hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Now this is weird. The face of the phone is facing the computer, but it's picking up the ring light behind the computer. It looks kind of weird. Looks like an eyeball.
Okay.
Looks like an eyeball. Yeah.
Okay, it's my eyeball. Excuse me. That felt good.
Diane Phoenix is saying hello.
Hello.
Mark is talking about mac and cheese because I just checked the oven just before you called. But since I don't have
you making some mac and cheese?
Yeah, the microwave, I can't seem to fix it. Other microwave that I found alongside the road, it's junk too. So I decided, all right, it's cool enough tonight. I'll use the oven. So I've heated up or baked, whatever you want to call it, mac and cheese. And it should be cool enough by about 8. And Georgianne knows that the carving that's on the screen is in Ohio. You are correct, Georgianne.
All right.
So,
well, I have another one for you.
Okay.
It was the usual busy day at the bank. A woman came up to the customer service and demanded, "What do I have to do to change the address on my account?" Without looking up, I replied, "You move."
That's another good one. Okay, Mark is guessing, is it Gina Payne? Not a bad guess, but no, it's not Gina. He was the first one to guess.
Okay. Well, I got another one for you folks.
They're listening.
My laptop was driving me crazy. The AE and the I keys always stick. I complained to a friend. She quickly diagnosed the problems. Your computer is suffering from irritable bowel syndrome.
Oh. Irritable bowel syndrome. Okay. Well, my keyboard suffers from fumble fat fingers. FFF. Fumble fat fingers. The 3 Fs. And I know Mark will run away with the 3 Fs.
Yeah, fat fucking fart.
Oh, Nancy had a great one tonight. So right off the bat, she had a great one. Now I can't remember it. Let me scroll up. Okay. I got to tell you, Holly. Let me see if I can find it. It was way at the beginning.
Well, my friend was job hunting. With a little luck. Maybe I set my sights too high, she said. I'm looking for a positive that's mentally challenging, but not intellectually challenging.
I'm not getting it.
Yeah, me neither.
You're not getting it either. Oh my God. Jeez. I'm sitting there I'm trying to scroll up to find Nancy's good one, and there's so many good ones here. I mean, we got Mark and we got Carl. Justin and Christina left. I think they were getting embarrassed or something.
A computer illiterate client called the help desk asking how to change her password. Okay, I said, after punching in a few keys. Log in using the password 123456. Is that all in caps? She asked.
Okay, here's. I don't know if this was Nancy's first one or it might have been the second one because I don't know. I think it was her response to Carl or Mark. I'm not sure. But she says, what do men in tile floors have in common?
They're both hard-headed.
Not bad, Holly. No, if they're laid properly the first time, you can walk over them for life.
That's a good one.
Sadly, it is. Okay.
Okay. On this lady's first full day working at the discount store, my niece encountered her first cranky customer. A man had brought over mouse poison and demanded to know why it cost so much. What's in there? He said sarcastically. Steak? Well, sir, said my niece. Is it their last meal?
Oh.
It is their last meal. Sorry. I flubbed it up.
Flubbed it? Okay. You caught yourself pretty good there, Holly.
Yeah.
There's been a few kilt jokes tonight. Here's one from Mark. The reason is I'm wearing one of my kilts.
Are you really?
Well, yeah. It's comfortable.
What, you're wearing your shorts that don't have no middle?
Right. Like
I knew that.
my mini kilt. One of them.
Just don't get up and pee at the...
What?
During your live stream, make sure you turn down the screen.
It's all right. I got my little ducky underwear on. My pirate ducks.
Oh.
Pirate ducks. Anyways, Mark says, how many birds can you fit under a Scotsman's kilt? Depends on how big the perch is. You're not laughing, Holly.
No.
You're not offended?
I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Ah.
I'm thinking about blowing my nose. But I'll call you back when I got more.
Okay.
You can reach out me it again.
Okay.
Bye for now. I'll call back.
All right. I don't know what to do with her. Okay. I'm missing something. Somebody, Georgianne guessed? NWT Production. You know, I'm trying to think what NWT is. I've seen that name. It's not NOTB if you're thinking of Bill and Natasha. No, it's not. That's not their channel. I think we featured them once before anyways, but yeah, it's not Bill and Natasha. And if there's an NWT, I'm not sure who that is. So that means that's not the channel. Tell what clan. He's McDonald. Oh, well, you know, if I'm making this one just as I fly along here. He might be royalty from the German Scott unity, the Berger king, because he has a whopper. All right. All right. I still like Nancy's. All right. I think Colby is left to do his premiere. I wish, and anybody else who will maybe have, I only see 8 in the house right now. So I hope you went to give Colby some love. Starry-eyed Earthman, welcome aboard. All the way from St. Augustine. Welcome aboard. We're doing a few guesses for Guess the Channel. This is a screenshot that I stole from the channel. We do this every Saturday, twice a day, twice on Saturdays to guess the channel. And we also have our live streams on Wednesday where we have names on poker chips, and it's really easy to enter, and you have a chance to win, a $5 scratch-off ticket. So I hope you can join us on a Wednesday. We're here for another hour right now. We are playing Guess the Channel, and we're also chatting a lot about kilts, because I happen to be wearing mine tonight. Everything's in fine working order. That's the last kilt joke. I'll put it on the screen. Oh, we've got some great kilt humor. But, the reason is that I don't know if everyone in the world knows it or not, but kilts are worn simply as a kilt, and there is no undergarment. Oh, however, pantyhose is allowed. Leggings, pantyhose, those are allowed, especially in the colder climates, because it can get a little breezy. So, I'm just saying. Oh, Linda wants more kilt jokes. Oh, my goodness. Nancy, do you know any kilt jokes? I'm sure Mark's got a few. He's over where many men in that area do wear kilts. I didn't realize he's in England or Britain, however you want to call it. But he's just a little south of Scotland and Ireland where they do wear kilts. And like I say, I haven't ordered mine yet, but Amazon has them. Regular plaid kilts. I'm not Scottish, so I can't really order a plaid. I don't know what it would be, German plaid. But I am part Irish, so Irishmen do wear kilts as well. And there are, on Amazon, there are some Irish-style kilts. Well, Scotsmen wear them too, but they're called a utility kilt. I was speaking about them earlier, starry-eyed, that, they've got pockets and a scabbard or a small pouch for your knife or whatever it is you're carrying. I mean, some, would carry a multi-tool. Some have holsters underneath for, your pistol. Yeah, you can order pretty much custom any way you want. And they're not cheap, but they are well made and rather stylish, I would say. I have a friend who wears his kilt, his utility kilt, and cowboy boots. I don't know, but it's a thing where he comes from. Not sure. Thomas Dambo, Artist of the Troll. I believe that is correct. And this was taken at the Arboretum, or is it? It's near Dayton, Ohio. It's quite the hike. They got plank walks where you walk through the forest and through the fields and forests. You're a Tartarian. Ah, I like that. That's subtle, Carl. Mobang, welcome aboard, Tim. Good to see you. Yes, built-in tool belt. That's correct. What tool are you referring to, Linda? Tim, you came in. We are talking about kilts. Yeah, I'm wearing my kilt tonight, and that's how we ended up on the subject. I think. I'm not sure. All right. Oh, let me see if I can change the background here. I know what Mobang's going to say. The TMI. Too much information. But hey, the utility kilts are really, I'd say, rather nice. Okay, here's one of the boardwalks from that Dayton Arboretum that I was referring to. Well, you can't see it. But it makes it nice walking through the brush and all the different scenery that they have. Look at this walking nature preserve, if you want to call it. Arboretum. Naj is here. Welcome aboard. Good to see you, hon. Got good ventilation. It definitely is. More like Carlin, a little bit dark, but honest, yeah. Yeah. I love George Carlin. He's been one of my inspirations through my life. Permission granted, Naj. Oh, you're not really late. We haven't, we've been telling a lot of kilt jokes. Mark had probably the best one so far. How many birds will fit under a kilt? Depends on the size of the perch. That was good. Cut off jeans with blown out crotch constitutes a kilt. Why not? What's wrong? It resembles a kilt. You put it on like it's a dress. Come on, or a skirt, rather. All right, so it doesn't go up to the belly. Because, you know, when you get measured for a kilt, you measure across the belly. That circumference is the kilt that you will be wearing once it comes. You don't measure the waist, you measure the belly. You can answer in Klingon. I call it a mini kilt, so whatever. Now, hey, these kilts were over 2 years old. And yes, I was drinking at the time. I was trying to make cutoff shorts, you know, Daisy Dukes. That was back in my drinking days. Yeah, I know. Drunken old pirate with a pair of scissors. Mistakes can be made. All right, let me change this again. Virtual background. Let's see what we have. I like this. This is a circle. Again, this is near Dayton, Ohio. But it's all brush and it's very well made. I don't know. You can't really see it that well. There was better pictures of it, but it had people in it. And I didn't want that. In the middle of the circle is propane tanks. Now, I didn't know this, but apparently trolls have a thing for collecting propane tanks. Now, I don't know if they're using these propane tanks for heat, or is this the ammo dump? Pirates of Coot Bay. I can drive a skiff. Not a problem. I don't have my certifications, but yes, I can. Nate Dogg, welcome aboard. we've been telling kilt jokes, Nate. What's ET short for? Because he's only got little legs. Okay, that's a cute one. I like that. I do like that. Holly will be calling probably again here in a few minutes. If she calls after 8, I won't be on. I'll be signing off a little bit after 8. I don't know who is on at 8 p.m. tonight. I kind of more or less plan to go back and watch Kobe's premiere. Unless somebody has got a super good live coming on tonight. Linda's got a question. Is the channel full-time? Pretty doggone close, but not full-time. I need one and it's free. Everglades recreational boating. Yes. Oh, all right. Now, here in Michigan, if you are commandeering, well, that's what pirates do. So we don't, pirates don't need certifications. Breaking the law. Anyways, I don't think there is an age differential for getting your certificate of boating safety in the state of Michigan. I believe it's required for any power boat. You don't need one for a sailboat or a rowboat. But if it's got a motor on it, then I think you do have to pass certain safety classes, if you will. Not classes. I think there's like one class and a test, and you could probably skip the class and take the test, and like your driver's test, it's kind of multiple choice. Hello. Okay. Welcome back.
Hi. Excuse me. That felt good. Hi, it's Holly by Golly again. I'm back. I have a few more for you folks. Okay. An elderly couple from Russia was walking in St. Petersburg Square one cold evening when light precipitation began to fall. It looks like rain, said the man. Oh no, dear, it's definitely snow. Look at the way it blows in the light, said the woman. The man turned to his wife and said, let's ask the military officer over there. Hey, Officer Rudolph, is it raining or snowing? Definitely raining, sir, he replied. And then he said, see, Rudolph, the red nose rain, dear.
Oh. Oh, that one kind of hurts.
Oh, excuse me. That felt good. Is Kyle laughing?
Yeah, everybody's laughing. William says, hey.
Hey.
William, Brody.
Hi, Brody.
Oh.
Okay. What's the definition of death-defying?
Death-defying?
Yes.
Okay, what?
Those elderly people with really good hearing.
Huh? Older people.
Death-defying. With really good hearing.
Death-defying.
What's the elderly's game of music? What's their favorite game of music?
Uh,
Hip hop.
what? Say again.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Oh, okay. I was going to say Wheel of Fortune.
No.
Death defying. Thank you, Nancy. She spelled it out.
I understand.
Yeah, I thought you were using the word death, Death.
No.
You know, like Evil Knievel.
DJF.
You know, I thought it was going to be.
Like can't hear.
I thought it was going to be an Evil Knievel type of joke.
No, those elderly people with really good hearing are death defying.
I got it. And thank God for Nancy that she can explain your jokes to the rest of us.
You know, a short nap once in a while can prevent old age, so they say, especially while driving.
William, that's a good one.
You get that one?
William's asking you, what do you call a dirty fan?
A what?
A dirty fan.
Mine.
Okay. He says garbage.
What?
He says garbage.
Okay.
I think I know. It's kind of like some of our shit spreaders around here in the farmers' fields. The big fan blowing shit all over the field.
Yeah. You know that elderly man who is always shouting? That's Old Yeller.
Old Yeller, okay. Okay, Carl's got one. Why audiologists aren't making a mint from women lined up out the door tells you everything you need to know about wanting to hear the people around them. Geez, that came out of the darkness. Okay, Carl, he was warned not to have any more Masonic jokes, but how you say that word?
You're mumbling. I couldn't hear what you said.
Well, I'm talking behind the phone because I'm facing you towards the screen so they can hear you.
I can't understand you. You mumbling.
Okay.
Right. Pixar decided on a name for their movie about an elderly man who attached balloons to his house. They made it up.
Oh, boy. Mark's got one. What's the difference between a man's wife and his girlfriend? 60 pounds. Oh, jeez.
In the old days, excessive use of commas was considered a serious crime. It usually resulted in a long sentence.
Okay. Oh.
Every time Grandma makes venison for dinner, Grandpa says, "Oh dear."
Oh boy. That was cute.
Isn't a limerick said by an elderly pilot? The rhyme of the ancient mariner.
The rhyme of the ancient mariner.
Rhyme.
The rhyme, yeah. And that was said
My
by...
dad and I were watching two older men playing chess in the park, but they were speaking a foreign language. After a few minutes of silently watching them, I finally asked, "Is that Russian?" "No," Dad replied. "It's checkmate. Checkmate."
Okay, Holly. Mark's got one. Finally, this one's a man bashing one. What do you call a man with 99% of his brain missing?
Normal?
Castrated.
You know what? My grandfather decided to enter a kickboxing tournament. He wasn't athletic, and he never fought before. He thought he was crazy to even enter it, but he said he had to plan to win. he would wrap his feet in underwear. We didn't see how that would help, but he surprised us all and went undefeated.
Undefeated. Oh. Oh.
Yuck.
That is pretty good. That is subtle. That's pretty good. Yeah, you got to pay attention to that one. Why is Cinderella always leaving the ball? Because she's no good at soccer. Okay, that was from William.
Isn't hard. When I saw my first gray hair, I felt like dying.
Ooh.
Get it?
Yeah.
Dyeing your hair.
Yeah, I got
dying.
it. I don't know anybody that dyes their hair, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, you do. A friend of mine went bald years ago, but he still carries around an old comb. You just can't part with it.
Okay. Good grief.
Well, that's all I'm going to do today, folks.
Well, good.
I got to save some for next week.
You're digressing. These are
Hopefully Jack's got his vehicle in order, guys.
Okay, well, thank you.
I can get back with you. So, anyway, just a moment.
Wait for it.
Oh, excuse me. That felt good. This is Holly, by golly, signing out for now. Peace out. Love you.
Love you too, Holly. Thank you.
Next week. Bye.
Thank you for coming aboard, Holly.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. That thing's got to be charged. I probably should plug it in now. Where's the charger? Ah, there it is. All right. Down to 15%. What's the nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common? A wet nose. Oh, God. True story. True story. As you know, I worked in the medical field, and one of the buildings that I was taking care of, it didn't belong to the company I worked for, but I still had to visit this one particular office that Spectrum Health rented from another landlord. It wasn't a Spectrum Health building per se, but I was one of the maintenance guys, so I would visit there. And for the longest time, I could not figure out, there was this odd smell in the building, or in at least in the suite. This one particular suite. And I just like, what? You know how, certain places you go to, like, let's say you go to the donut shop, you just got a particular flavor to it, if you will. Or how about Goodwill or a Mission store, a secondhand store. Got a certain odor to it. I finally figured it out. It was a gynecologist's office. I didn't have to worry about where the smell was coming from, and there was not a darn thing I could do about it. It's just part of the territory. So, yeah, that's a good one, Mark. You're ashamed of it? Homeopathic has a lot to be said for it, but I am here, as God is my witness, glad that there are some medical procedures that make sense. And had they not been well studied and practiced and performed to the utmost degree, I wouldn't be sitting here. This pacemaker that they put in is a miracle. Yes, I believe in homeopathic cures and natural everything. This saved my life. I don't know if homeopathy anything would have saved it. Itch wins. Tightrope walking, like you all know. One. Oh! Now we're starting to get George Carlin style jokes in here. William's now about to hit the floor laughing too. All right, now I got a pop up for tomorrow's forecast. I don't need to know. I just hope it's sunny tomorrow and a little warmer. I need to do the brakes on the truck all around, all 4 brakes, and at least 1 brake line. And I have to leave here by 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because I have to be in Greenville, which is 21 miles away, before 2 p.m. 14 years creating physicians who then decided to poison people for money. Oh, okay, you're talking about the pharmaceuticals, yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Linda believes Hitch wins too. Okay. Linda didn't have to throw anybody out tonight. How about that? All right, settings. We're still going to try to hang out here for another half an hour, whether Holly calls again or not. This one. I don't think we put that one up prior to now. This one is not in Dayton, Ohio, or near Dayton, Ohio. In fact, it's not anywhere near Ohio. A scratch off for Hitch. But he didn't guess the channel yet. Oh, well. Okay. I think I've given everybody notification on my plans for tomorrow, which is breaks and work. Monday, I mentioned Kathy. I get to go take a look at a pinball machine at her and her boyfriend's place, not far away, here in Rockford. I just got to call her and set up the exact time. I might take a look at the washing machine, but I believe it's time for it to be replaced. If it's getting grease on the clothing, well, then the main bearing seal is going, and by the time you would do the labor plus the part from the main seal, which is off the transmission of the washing machine, it gets pricey. And at that point in time, it's like bite the bullet, buy a new washing machine. And then she asked me, well, are you still scrapping? I said, yeah, if you need me to, I'll be happy to take the old washing machine off your hands. Why do Wallace's love a Tupperware party? They're always on the lookout for a tight seal. That's a good one. Clues. We haven't had very many clues, have we? They're not quite full time. As you know, it's a travel channel, for sure. RV channel, for sure. You could say hiking channel as well. RV tips and tricks. I think I put that in the description. Definitely well produced tips and tricks. You can shame them in the chat. Okay, I got you. I got you. Let me see if I got anything in my notes from earlier today. I think I did, but I didn't mention something. Okay. Oh, that was, I already told the story. It's true. I spilled, for those of you coming in late, I burned my ass this morning in bed because I spilled a cup of hot coffee in the bed. And I burned my bare butt. And of course, we went on to talk about nude sunbathing. If I had been properly sunbathed, like I like, which hasn't happened this year whatsoever, I wouldn't have been burned. And I demonstrated that by pouring hot coffee on my sunburned arm, my suntanned arm. It doesn't affect me. But it sure burnt my ass this morning. I about screamed like a little girl. 2 restless retirees. That is an excellent guess. Unfortunately, it's incorrect. It's a darn close guess, I must say. That channel would definitely fit the little boxes for this channel. No shame. What's the difference between a man and a vulture? A vulture waits till you're dead before ripping your heart out. Aw, Georgianne, I'm sorry. It, unfortunately, as you know, it can happen the other way around too. Certainly had mine ripped out more than once. Yeah. That's like the story of the scorpion and the turtle. Travels with Delaney. Now, that's another good guess. It's good, Carl. Jump in the toaster. I love hot weather, but everybody knows that. I also like humid hot weather. The idea of going out to Arizona, I'm going to go, but I'm probably not likely to stay out there very long, depending on how dry it really gets. Dry, whether it's heat or cold, is not good for me. I have to stay at a certain humidity level, or I will blow out, I'll have an aneurysm and bleed to death, because it nearly happened. Yes, it's a couple, Linda. Okay. Black vultures will attack injured animals. One will attack anything that's like the U.S. map. Oh, boy. Georgianne says that's all I got. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what William is referring to. Oh! The toaster, the sunbathing, the golden anniversary. I got it. Oh. I have, believe it or not, a Sunbeam toaster that I got Oh, it was 10 years ago. It was brand new. It was still in the box, and it was manufactured in 1966. Yes, I had the opportunity to go through a hoarder's garage. And there was more than one 1966 Sunbeam 4-slice toaster there. Well, at least I got one. And I got it for free, and I still use it. I love that thing. I polish it. It's a nice 4-slice Sunbeam toaster, 1966. I also got a router, Black & Decker router that was brand new in the box. And yes, there were several. Kathy's boyfriend at the time got dishes. He fell in love with some, what are they called? Not Corrigan, not Corrigan. Cornish? I think Cornish. Anyways, it was dish sets he got for free. And she was wondering a little bit about her boyfriend then at the time. She told me her boyfriend's name is Dan. He lives in Rockford, and I'm wondering, do I already know this guy? And if I do, he's the luckiest dude in the world. If it's the same Dan that I know, now he's even more luckier. Yeah, the older appliances do last. They really do. Yeah, you're right, Georgia, and I kind of get that way too. Too much. Oh, that is too much, Mark. Blessing and a curse at the same time. Yeah, I understand that. I forgot the candles. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll applaud that one. Oh, goodness. Settings. Back to the game here. The task at hand. And I probably just opened up another can of worms. The task at hand. Yeah. Another one of my buildings that I took care of. I went there one day and they were desperate for dry ice. Why were they desperate for dry ice? Because they were ready to use a sperm sample to impregnate a lady. Virtual, how do they call it? Not virtual, artificial insemination. And the sperm was in a vat of dry ice. And I don't know, I can't remember now. Something was wrong. They needed more dry ice. And I had to rush out and get more dry ice because they didn't do the artificial insemination at this clinic. The recipient of the sperm was waiting to pick up the sperm from the sperm donor's donation, if you will, to take it to the hospital or wherever it was that it was going to be inseminated into her body, hopefully then making her viably pregnant with her husband's sperm. And the doctor, female doctor, you would have loved her, Nancy. She had quite a sense of humor. I came back with the dry ice and we slid it in the styrofoam container that was needed to protect the sperm sample or the sperm donation, and she handed it to the lady, a very pretty lady, who then thus left the premises. Actually, she had not left the premises quite yet. She was thanking everybody, including me, and the doctor said to everyone in the room, said, well, we were fortunate, otherwise Jack would have had to help us out the old-fashioned way. I turned about 90 different shades of red at that one. Oh my. A terrible idea, huh? That would not help me either. I don't know. I'm not sure how they do that. I know that in the rooms, because I've been in the rooms at that particular clinic, there were Playboy magazines, Hustler magazine, yeah. So, yeah, the sperm donors were, yeah, whatever. Scamp RV Adventures. A scamp named Janie and a dog named Little Man. You know, I know that channel. I can't remember the actual name of it either. And it's not Slim Potato Head. Okay. Yeah, more child support. So, Dayton, Ohio, once again. Another troll. Now, this is from a distance, but I did see another picture that had people in it, and that's why I don't have it. The knee on this troll is about up to my chest. So now you can get a perspective of how large this troll creation is. I would love to go to this place, the Arboretum in Ohio, and see these. It looks fascinating. Aldo Rivas raid. Oh no, not again. Oh no. Hey, we're popular. The trolls are here. Is that because I showed a picture of a troll? Is that what's attracted them? How are you doing? I am kind of bummed out here, if you want to know how I'm doing. Yeah. All right, moderators. Captain content. It's a raid. And it's a troll raid. That's a troll raid. Should I be honored? Vic's office services. Palampa. I don't like this one at all. Now, we had this last week. I forget which particular troll it was, but hard to get them off. As far as out of the chat. I don't know, Keith. Oh yeah, Q. I think no, someone else. I don't think it was Q. Have a hook. EBZ raid. Oh, I guess I should be honored because your visits help promote my channel as far as the algorithms are concerned. Yeah, I got 32 people aboard right now. That's a record. Where my moderators have gone to, I have no clue. They can't get a word in edgewise. So you guys are pretty successful at this shit. I know in an odd sort of way, maybe you guys should get a real job writing antivirus code for a well-paying computer programming company like Google or let me think. What's that one? Bill Gates. Yeah. For the road to Zion. Okay. Baba Booey for 20. Okay. The Boston Tea Party, not a pirate. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly where I got it. It was handed down to me from Paul Revere. My white. Well, I don't know. Are you watching your computer with a dark screen on? I can change the lighting. I have to say that there's a few of these names that I particularly am not fond of. I will also say that I am a firm supporter of the freedom of speech. So therefore, there you are. Now, when you get bored, you'll leave and go raid somebody else. There. More or less where I wanted it to be. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Apparently they know you, Carl. It's not for the lack of trying. Hey, George Ann. Long time no see. Welcome aboard. I don't think it's one person, George Ann. I think it's a conglomerate, a consortium. A consortium of effing trolls. There is honor amongst thieves. I just keep waiting for the link. Send your information here. Report his channel for harassment. Well, Michael, I can't differentiate. EBC sent you. Okay. That's true, Carl. I won't say that I'm enjoying the abuse. On the other hand, it's rather interesting, rather unique for about 15 seconds, and I want the motherfuckers gone. Aldi 1K is behind this. Okay. No, it sounds like there's more than one, but I could be wrong. It could be one, like you are saying. Does it have entertainment value? No, I'm not impressed. I am impressed with your way you found a back door. Your hacking, your computer skills are admirable. And like I say, you should get a job for Bill Gates, or what is that? Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft would welcome you. And you just like pirates. Okay. Well, that was Pirates of the Caribbean. I emulate that. And thank you. Thank you for the compliment. And welcome aboard. For a minute. Whiskey Hoarder. A special education center. Thank you, William Brody. Brody. Your family is expanding. Xenon reminds me of Xena. Xena, the 400-year-old warrior princess. Find her to be quite fascinating. The Pirates of Coot Bay. Yeah, I'd like to come down there and get involved with that. Maybe this winter. We'll see how it goes. I'm still leaning kind of. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm thinking Myrtle Beach is going to be maybe my first try for being a snowbird in the South. From about December 1st through April. I want to give it a try. I've also been thinking the Outer Banks. Let's see. I know other people in the Carolinas. Yeah, walk the plank, yeah. Well, we got 3 more minutes here before we go find something else to do. And I'm not going to pull up any links or have any links put up because Lord knows my other content creator friends don't need this attention because they've got better things going on. Florida Panhandle, yeah. It could happen, Carl. It depends on affordability and workability. By workability, I mean I can't just sit in my campsite 24/7. I got to tow the pickup truck behind me on the 2-wheel dolly, and then get on the application for ShiftSmart and find jobs. Gig work, as they call it. Either for GPM, Circle K, PepsiCo. I would prefer PepsiCo. But that being said, if I can get 20 hours a week part-time work, $15 an hour, and my campsite costs me $400 a month, let's say, that's doable. That'd be very doable. Now, if I can't get that, well, then I got to figure out how to live on Social Security only with no extra income coming in other than maybe scrapping, because I am bringing the pickup truck and the dolly. I suppose there could be some income made that way. I don't know, James. I thought I saw a repeat from last week in here. The new hotel. There's a new hotel down there? Maintenance? Now, I could probably do that easily. I know how to clean toilets. I know how to get down and dirty and do a good job at it. A new hotel. That sounds kind of fun. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Thank you, James. Kyle's back, or Kyle's been here all along. Well, it looks like it's kind of clearing up now. The fog is clearing out. Maybe we'll be able to continue for a few more minutes. New hotel and restaurant at the end of the world where you are at the end of the summer. Well, that might be perfect timing. New location could probably get 5 months of proper maintenance from the very get-go, so that when they do get back into the summer months where there may be more busy or not, I don't know, but I could at least give them a five month good go at it, and maybe come back the next year. I don't know. Yeah, I've over the years I have made good maintenance. I've been happy with my maintenance jobs. I made very good money. My maintenance jobs at Spectrum grew into more than just maintenance. I was kind of for one, I was the old dog with the experience on how to fix things. And I was pretty dang good at troubleshooting the mystery problems and coming up with solutions as to how to solve problems. And believe it or not, I've been doing that for PepsiCo. Painting thing, mowing lots of things. I don't know what thing is, but I could make up some words. Do I have to wear tall boots? With mowing, leave that up to the goats. I'll just wear or the sheep. The sheep. I'll wear tall boots. All right. And people in here are going to put on tall boots because where I'm leading, certified in all floor machines. There you go. I am not certified on floor machines. I damn near took out a wall one time, first time I ever tried to use one. I'm not certified, but I can use one of the kind that, it's a buffer type style machine. You got to balance it or it'll get away from you. Turn right, turn left. Ah, God, it hit the wall. Well, we got trolls right here, James. I'll show you another one. This is not far from you. This is in Dayton. And this one they both have names. And they were created by a famous artist. Let me find the other one. The other one was actually a thumbnail this morning for the noon show. Supposedly this is the father to the one that was just on the screen. You can get an idea of the size. Those are people that are about 10 feet behind the sculpture. If you want to call it a sculpture, it's actually made out of planks of wood, it looks like to me. A Hilby? I don't know. I know it's near Dayton, Ohio, and he's a troll. He went golf, now we get nothing. Oh, okay. Well, I'm prepared for bugs. I don't really like those great big roach-looking things. Palmetto bugs, is that what they are? They seem to be rather pernicious. It's like shake your sheets out before you go to bed at night. Shake your sheets out halfway through the night. Shake your sheets out in the morning. Yeah. My twin. Well, I am a troll. I live under the bridge. Ask Kobe. ABM, you make your own hours. Ah. I'll have to talk to you a little bit more about that, William. Because that's what I like about working for Shift Smart. You know, I'm a subcontractor for Pepsi through basically an agency, which is Shift Smart. Shift Smart posts the jobs and the hours that the job is available, and you can say yay or nay, or in many cases, you can choose different hours. Let's say they want you to work a shift from 3 to 6. And you can say, I'd rather change that time. I'd like to work from 6 till 9. You can. And I've been a guinea pig long enough for them that I was allowed last week anyways. They wanted me to start the shift at 3. And I said, I'd rather start this shift at 2. But that wasn't an option in the application. But one of the higher ups made it so. And of course, I would like to be one of the higher ups and just sit in my bus all day long and do it from the computer and help other people go do these gig work jobs. Hey, you never know. That may happen in the future. Yeah, they do look like roaches. Frogs are an issue? That's interesting. Linda wants to know, is it the gypsy and the vanilla gorilla? Excellent, excellent, excellent guess, Linda. Unfortunately, no, it's not them. Pianista, Pennsylvania in the woods. Huh. What's the difference between a rabbi and a priest? A rabbi cuts them off, a priest sucks. Oh my God. Oh. I'm missing something. Oh, yeah. James is still down in Carolinas. That's where I've been thinking of as well. I know Carl's got opportunities for me down there in the Everglades, and yeah, you never know. But I do have some opportunities in the Carolinas as well. So, I have to dip my toes in some kind of water. Given the size of the air conditioning ducts, they are Cuban tree frogs, and they are about an inch or so long. Huh. Not a problem to jump on your leg at 2 a.m. Yeah, that can be a problem. Yes, I can stand up in my bus, but that would cause me to hit my head on the ceiling. Yikes. Now, we have tree frogs around here, and they're little, and they keep you awake at night. Yeah. If you start listening to them, but actually they're quite soothing. And they're just little tiny things. Just tiny. But they don't come into your homes. They stay in the trees. Interesting. Oh, Hitch Up and Toe is guessing Meemaw matters. Yeah, a stretch. But no, it's not her. "40 types. Pygmy rattlers, black snakes, pythons. And now that would freak me out. But I also know that no matter where you go, you are going to run into some critters. What did Ellie Mae call them? Critters? And Granny called them victuals. I don't know. Vittles. Ellie Mae called them critters, and Granny wanted to shoot them, cook them, eat them, call them vittles. Yeah. Wow, that don't sound fun at all, William. That your Navy days had some downsides to it. Sounds like retired for the weekend. Hits up until. I would have to say that's a very, very good guess as well. It fits most of the little boxes, but it's not them. So you're moving to Tionesta, Pennsylvania, it sounds like. I do not know where that is. I'll have to look it up. I've never heard of it. Georgianne says it's nice. So if Georgianne says so, it must be true. So bully for you. Bully in a good way. It's a British thing. Bully. Bully for you. What does that really mean, Mark? Go F yourself? Probably. Oh, they don't. They use the word bugger. Yeah. Papa Drew's Bondage Channel. The neighbors are going to wonder what the hell is wrong with Captain Dick. He's laughing his ass off. I'm sorry, but no, it's not Papa Drew's alternate ego channel. The Bondage Channel. Oh my God, that's a good one. Yes, you're right, girl. Types of snake. They all want to kill us. Oh, Papa Drew's Bondage Channel. That's excellent. That is imaginative. Oh, get away from society as you can. Traveling Merton and Sue. That is an excellent guess as well. Have you noticed their channel is really growing? Bully for them. Anyway, the other are doing really good. I'm proud to see it. And they've got some great travel videos out there. And some other good stuff. And no, it's not their channel. Bully, a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. Yeah, that's more or less a modern, more or less the dictionary, whatever. But in the vernacular, and I don't know if this is a current vernacular, but I know it's British. Probably used in the 1940s or prior. Supposedly a British saying was bully for you, which in my interpretation, but then, I don't speak British, so to speak. British slang is what I would call it. Bully for you meaning what? To have somebody who wants to pick on you, intimidate you? No, I don't think quite meant that. I think it's more like how teenagers some days will say, that's bad. And then it means it's good. I can't keep up, Georgianne. It's not JC Travel Stories. No, it's not. It's like saying, bless your heart. Bully for you. Okay. Gesundheit. I'm moving back snow country. What is wrong with you? Snacks? Well, I guess if you're going to be in the snow frickin' country, you better have some snacks. Snakes are boys. Okay. Sneaky Snake was a bully. When Sneaky Snake comes a dancing, whistling and a hissing, I don't like old Sneaky Snake, 'cause he drinks up my root beer. That was a Smothers Brothers song. Okay, here we go again. Good for you, how brave. Bully for you, good for you, how brave. All right. Thank you. It's good to learn a little British vernacular. Bloody right. I do have a Scottish story for you. I worked for a Scottish lady, and she has a very deep brogue. I was doing maintenance work. This was part-time. After the hospital job, I would do maintenance work at an apartment complex where she was the manager. I'd go in the evening hours and I'd repair air conditioning, change out compressors or condensing unit motors, fan motors, just different things that were on work lists, but I didn't have to necessarily visit anyone's apartment to do that stuff. It was more grounds type of work, air conditioner on the roof of the office or the pool where the swimming pool was, or maintenance for the swimming pool. So I know how to do that stuff too. But mostly it was air conditioning work. And I had ordered some condensing fan motors. And I came in. I only worked there like 2 nights a week, but I came in and I said, Linda, I have those air conditioning motors that I ordered. Have they come in yet? She says, yeah, they're in the garbage. And I knew she was busy on the phone and she's got a lot of things going on. And I just kind of turned around and I walked out to where the dumpster was, looking around. And I thought, well, maybe she meant there's a trash can in the garage. I'm looking around the trash can in the garage. And finally, I couldn't stand it any longer. I've wasted 20 minutes looking for these motors. That when she said yes, that they came in, so I'm assuming why they got thrown in the garbage was way beyond me. Well, then she said it a little bit slower so that I realized, or she explained to me that it sounded like garbage to me, but it was garage, but it sounded to me like garbage. Yeah, we had some good laughs over that. All right. Looks like some people are heading out. And I got to thank you all for being aboard. Thanks for hanging out, even through all the troll issues that we had tonight. And we shall carry on next Saturday. In between, Wednesday night, I will find a place to broadcast from. We've been fortunate that the broadcast didn't get interrupted here at the cottage tonight. And at noon, it went pretty well as well. I don't know how many bars we have. I actually saw 3 bars this morning. So maybe Verizon is improving things. Let's see what it says. 2 bars 4G, but it must be a strong 2 bars because we had it last week. And it was cutting in and out and lagging and buffering and all that happy horse shit. But today seems to have been pretty good. Thank you, Carl. Love you too. The sound of my new AC, so much quieter. Oh, that's great. Thank you, William. It has been fun. Definitely been fun. And I'm looking forward to Wednesday. And of course, looking again forward till next Saturday. We'll be still featuring this channel. And I'll try to find some more screenshots. There are many that I can take and steal from this channel and put them up here. We don't have to look at, we don't necessarily have to attract more trolls to the channel next week. All right, see you Wednesday. You're gonna keep pitching the Pirates of Coot Bay. Awesome. I'd like to know more about that too. All right. In the meanwhile, mateys, fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Good night, everyone.